What in the actual hell is going on, Americans? Jericho Green here with you once again, and look who fixed their phone. I got it. Now, for your safety, you guys need to clear out of the way, get off the tracks, move, because the hypocrisy train is coming through and there are no brakes. And this time, your conductor of the hypocrisy train is none other than Skin Lizzie, the squaw with diarrhea of the jaw, Joe Kahanis. That's right, hailing from Massachusetts, Senator Elizabeth Warren. People, she had the nerve to get her scumbag lying ass on CNN, which makes sense. Their slogan should be "Where bullshit lives." She got on a show with, I don't remember who the host was. You know why? Because it doesn't matter. They're all the same. She got on the show. The host asked her, as a parent, how much sympathy do you have for the parents who are in trouble for lying to get their children into the college of their choice? She held up her hand and said, zero sympathy. She's all, zero, huh? So you're telling me, Skin Lizzie, that you have zero sympathy for parents caught up in a scandal about lying to get their kids into an Ivy League school. Now, hold on. Let me go back. Yeah, that was you. You're the one who lied to Harvard University to get in there. You told them that you were a motherfucking Indian. So you needed to be admitted to that school because you were colored. You were descendants of colors. Now that is hypocrisy at its finest. Picasso couldn't have painted this shit any better. Even if he had Michelangelo backing him up, they couldn't have painted a picture that good. I couldn't believe that shit. You are going to point the finger at people who are trying to get their children, who are lying to get their children into an Ivy League school. Now, if you haven't heard the story, it involves Lori Loughlin. You might know her as Aunt Becky from Full House and some other famous people, but they were caught up in this whole scandal of, paying off officials to get their children into Ivy League schools, whether as students or as student athletes. Passing envelopes full of cash to the right people to grease the wheels of their society. Now, to be completely honest, I don't give a fuck. There's rich people doing rich shit. But I saw a meme yesterday. It was a picture of George Lopez, and he was kind of looking up like this. And he said, it was like, falsifying documents to get a better life. Like saying, oh, now that some rich white person is doing it, now lying to get in somewhere and give your kids a better life is a problem. No, that's not the same fucking thing. We're talking about the children of celebrities. They're already having a good life, a better life. Their parents are millionaires. Now, for whatever reason, they wanted their children to go to these specific schools. I don't know if they wanted to look good on their resume. I don't know that if their circle of people, you ain't shit unless your kids are going to an Ivy League school. I don't know. But it is nothing compared to people sneaking into our country illegally. There's no comparison. It's like that dumb bitch who told me, oh, calling someone gay queer is just like the N-word. Shut the fuck up. It's not the same thing. It's not like everybody coming here, breaking into our country, is a model citizen and is, hey, that's all we want, man. We want a little clean water and some health care, that's all. We won't be a problem. We won't be a financial drain on your system. We won't fill your jails. We won't hurt and murder your citizens. That's not the case. I just read a story yesterday about a woman in San Diego who was murdered, who was stabbed to death by an illegal alien. Was he coming here for a better life? Was he in the back of some restaurant working in the kitchen going like this with a knife and this dumb white lady got in his way and she got stabbed? I don't think so. Not the same thing. But for Skin Lizzie to sit up there and say she has no sympathy, then you must have no sympathy for yourself. Because you did the same fucking thing. And who the fuck took her application? Who looked down at that application and said, Elizabeth Warren, looked up, saw her face, and was like, okay, yeah, you must be an Indian. The fuck is going on here? Did they have the blind kids working the administration tent that day? They couldn't go like this or something and see that bitch was lying? Again, the people yelling the loudest about shit are the ones doing the shit that they're yelling about. For her to sit there and point her gnarled fingers at those parents and say, I have no sympathy for you for doing some shit that I did. How does the saying go? He who is without sin, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. That's how I remember it. But how can you, how did that host not go, cut guys, cut. This bitch just said she has no sympathy for someone that did something that she did. But they're not going to do that over there. They're not going to do that on the CNNs and the MSNBCs. They're not going to do that. They're blind to that. Bzz, bzz, none of that matters. None of that true. Get that true shit out of here. It smells. Ugh, check the bottom of your shoe. Do you got truth on it? That smells disgusting. They're blind to all that. No, I shouldn't say they're blind. They're willfully ignorant to that kind of stuff. They know what's going on. They know Elizabeth Warren is full of more shit than a Christmas turkey. Look at her. She doesn't look like a fucking Indian. She didn't even have a whole drop of Indian blood. 1/1024th is like a quarter of a drop. That's like taking an eyedropper of blue food coloring and putting it into an Olympic-sized pool. You can't tell the fucking difference. But the mainstream mediocres are willfully blind to that kind of bullshit because it does not fit their narrative. There's one focus and one focus only. Destroy Trump. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to step on these people's lives and careers and destroy them on the way, but that doesn't matter. I know we're gonna fuck over American citizens. It doesn't matter. I know these senators and congressmen, they're gonna ignore their constituents. It doesn't matter. The singular focus is destroy Trump. Why? Because he's threatening their power. He hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't done anything illegal. He's done something worse than that in their eyes. He's threatening their power. They cannot have that. That is unacceptable, and it will not be allowed. No matter what. You thought Malcolm X holding that M1, looking out that window saying by any means necessary, you thought he was a bad motherfucker? No, the left. They'll show you what by any means necessary really means. They're throwing people in prison. Prison! Because their sin was being connected to Trump in some way. Prison. Are you kidding me? You throwing these George Burns looking motherfuckers in prison because they were associated with Trump? That's a crime? If that's a crime, you rotten bastards, you better not let us shine a light on you. Holy shit. But I LOL'd when I saw that bitch, Elizabeth Warren, said she has zero sympathy for parents who lied to get their children into an Ivy League college. Did that not feel strange, those words coming out of your mouth, Skin Lizzie? That didn't feel weird? You didn't think to yourself, oh, fuck. That tasted awkward. That's just, what? Trump, because I know you're watching. Trump, when you start that campaign, when you start hitting that campaign trail, you need to bring two things with you: a Jumbotron and a clip reel, a highlight reel of these fucking idiots getting on TV lying, being as hypocritical as humanly possible. Just bring a highlight reel and a Jumbotron. Sit on the stage, put your feet up, and enjoy your second term. Because they're paving the way to the Oval Office for you a second time as quick as they can, as quick as humanly possible. They are fucking up left and right. They're showing their true colors to the American people. And this isn't new to us. We know there's scumbags and liars and criminals. But the only difference is now they're being open with it. They don't care. By any means necessary. And if that means exposing themselves, if that means ripping off the mask and showing the fork-tongued demons that live beneath, they will do that. They must destroy Trump. Zero sympathy. Bitch, how did you form your mouth to say that shit on national TV? To the 100 people that are still watching that bullshit-ass TV station. Man, please. Now, if I'm doing this video in the dark, you know what it means. I'm headed to this damn rat race. People, you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm back on the Twitters @green_Jericho. Fuck you, Twitter. Please utilize the PayPal link in the description box. I am Jericho Green. And I'm out.